issue?
So it's very problematic. So in the first place, why we should have the right to choose about us? Because the most effective actor who understands our own life is needless to say we are all, so that I can understand my favorite, but I cannot understand your favorite like this. So we cannot understand completely each other. So in order to be happy, in order to choose most enjoyable choice, we should by ourselves. So this and also we government should admit this right, because children is also the important individual in this nation. And actually, at that point, children is a very immature existence. And the opposition may say that because they are immature, the parents have the right to choose about them. However, ladies and gentlemen, please remind this point. So these immature children will um, grow up in the future and be a very strong existence, very intellectual existence. They potentially have the ability to choose. And this potential choice means that we decline the right to choose what the right to choose from the individual. So then why this choice is so important? So okay, I give the example like so for example, me, we get name from the parents, and it's very relevant to our life because we use this name use in whole life. However, if we do not favorite our own name, or we suffer from this name, we can change it if we become the adult. It is also one of the potential rights that are admitted to the children. Religion is same, because actually religion is very important factor that contains the each individual's life. So it certainly changes each individual's life. Maybe it brings children to happy, however, it sometimes toxic and happy. So children should have the right to choose
it's very important because uh, they they can devote to the good in by keeping the religious good, and they can live comfortably in society and mentally. And we strongly believe that children are immature, so parents can make a more better decision for children. Uh, not only the aspect of medical care, but also living their children's life. So I have two arguments. Firstly, in a status quo, such believers have a have, have a choice to decide which medical care should be taken, and this is very good for them. And secondly, after taking this plan, they cannot decide the medical care, and they are suffer from the fear of guilty, and they can make a living in the religious society comfortably. Let's move before moving on to my uh, sorry. Let's move on to my first argument. Restriction to the government side is included in my argument. Parents very familiar with the religion, so they know how serious situation they felt if they broke religious rules, and parents also know how serious situation a children's illness or injury, because so they can decide which is more which is more important for children's future. So they can parents can judge it. So parents can make a best decision for children. And comparing doctors, So and of course, parents want to save children's lives, so they make an effort to start another medical care, which is not irrelevant for religious rules. So only a few cases, few medical care is they cannot resolve. So
Something I was thinking on how ladies and gentlemen in this house. Today's opposition side thought as if children will not change the religion, as if parents have the right to choose, decide the children's religion in all their children's life. But it's not true. Parents do not have the right to choose the children's religion forever, just temporary religion. So children have the possibility to change their religion. So firstly, let me refute my previous speaker. Firstly, she said that religious people will feel the guilty because of the medical treatment. But it's not true, because religious people can justify forced medical care. They will think if the children have the medical care, government forced us to take the medical treatment. So we are not against our religion. So they can justify their medical treatment. The other people in the community of this religion will not think so badly of this. And also, she said about the possibility of children's brain, but if the children are bullied by the other students or some children, government can or school can send them. For example, the bullied children will ask the school teacher of other religions and irrelevant to the community of the religion. So teacher will think it is a problem, and after can segregate the children from the community temporarily and can move to solve the brain. Even if there is a possibility of the feeling of guilty or brain, but it is not more important than the children's forever right to choose their religion. Because, as my partner told you, the children have the potential right to choose their religion, to change their religion. If children are killed in their little, children will lose the right forever. So government must protect the children's right to choose their right. And second, she said parents can decide because parents love their children and understand them, but it's not true. We, human beings, know about ourselves mostly as, so we must decide about ourselves. So let me move on to my arguments. Why it is so bad that children do not have body autonomy? As my partner clearly told you, little children are immature, it is consensus, so to some extent, to reversible extent, parents can decide when they are very little, for example, name of what they wear, and so on. So because it is reversible in their future. But death is irreversible. We cannot bring the death back. So children will lose the right to choose their religion forever. So why is it so bad?
that only living for longer is not absolutely value, because for example there are instances in Netherlands is acceptable. So we don't believe that only living is so absolute, not absolute value. How do you think about it?
I don't talk about only living. Living has a possibility to change your life. Without living, we cannot think, we cannot change our way of thinking, we cannot change our religion. So if we live, we have the possibility, certainly possibility to change our way of thinking. So, okay, let me compare the importance again. The risk of feeling guilty or bullying is reversible, and in some way, as I thought, we can solve the problem. But this is irreversible. As my partner and I talked again and again, we cannot bring the net back. So life has a possibility, living has a possibility to change our way of thinking. So we must take this right to choose our life. Thanks for listening.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So today we recognize this debate is about which right is more prioritized, child's right or parent's right in this religious situation. So we strongly believe that the parental right should be prioritized for these children. So why we can say so? I explain it. So in my speech, I'd like to mainly 3 points. First, why do people believe in the religion and belong to the community? First, for these people, believing religion is so important in terms of their life. And secondly, how seriousness these children after recovering from the death, and thirdly, comparing the both of sides in terms of the children in the future. So before moving to my first idea, let me repeat the government side. The government side says that the children can change their religion, but this is not true, because firstly, the dogma is very different from other religions, so they cannot easily change their religion, and also these children live in this community when they were born, and they are taking the religious education. So these children, most of these children believe in this religion. So concerning this fact, even if the children change their religion, they can't feel comfortable and more serious situation because of and second repetition, the government case is so small because we strongly believe that if the situation not relevant to the religious cases, of course our side parents allow the doctor's advices and treatment. So this debate, if this situation against religions, these parents and other doctors conflict with each other's statement, and so the possibility of their of the government side cases are so small. So please let me moving on to the first argument. Why for these people believe in the religion and belong to the community, believing religion is so important in terms of their life? Because only the religion is only after to give them mental stability. So if they believe, these people strongly believe that if they obey the dogma, we can save their mental stability even after die. So however bad situation occurred to us, we can be saved after this, and they thought that believing is that belief supports their life. So sorry. But on the other hand, if they don't obey these dogmas, they feel they can be saved by this God. So that is very mental harm. Why? Because in the future they will despair their future. For example, the people in poverty are very suffering from this poverty because they have no food and no clothes. But and other people who are suffering from the relationships, for example, they are isolation from other friends or abused by their classmates. But these people, they betray against the dogma. They feel that if they forever we can be saved. So no way to help themselves. So in the first case they kill themselves. So we strongly believe this believing is so important, and how seriousness will occur in this motion. So as my partner said, the community, these children will be isolated from the community because the community member ignored of their children because they feel that the children betray their dogma. So if these children go to the school, other children don't talk about with them, and also the children can't go to the church because they are afraid of criticizing themselves, and also they feel that living is so hard and so pity, and at last they feel that it is okay that I will die in the situation. So for this reason, we strongly oppose this motion. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, member of Kutsuna, for the opportunity to try to summarize the case within 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. and Madam Speaker, and ladies and gentlemen in this house. I would like to compare which side is more better for religious families and religious children. For children who are born in religious family. So I have two crush points. Firstly, and the parents have a right to decide children's medical care, especially the child is very, very young. So, and secondly, and I would like to compare the problem in the state school and the harm of the after taking this motion. So, firstly, and Governor Sa said that if the children die, they have no right. They have no right forever, and they have no possibility forever. So, however, this is very small case because as the government has said, children are immature, so they cannot judge which is more better for how for their whole life. However, parents know about religious very much, and parents love the children very much, and parents can judge the best choice for the children. This means parents can compare which is more better for children's future, and if and whether children take medical care which broke religious law, or
the people, the children, who will certainly follow that for their religion. But ladies and gentlemen, please remind this point that they are both children who follow and not follow. And we also want to protect non-follow children. So, and also, it is very important in the children group, in the child group, and also, important thing that as long as we are living, we can deal with something, use this something that, well, we have the possibility to change the situation. However, we certainly lost that all possibility. We have 0% possibility to change the situation. It's observable. And also misunderstanding, so we just want to prolong the life, but this is not true. We want to protect future life of children. So ladies and gentlemen, please remind this point. So our first point is one. So parental rights. Can it decide children's whole life? The answer is no. So we want to save their children's life. It means that we want to let their children to the future life to choose. And because fundamentally, so needed to say the life choice should be admitted. And in the child group, the two problems is occur as I said. So one is that who will follow that religion and who not be follow the religion. We do not clarify in the child group in that suspected situation. So in that situation, parents cannot decide that never reverse choice, because it will certainly raise the precious opportunity to re-choose. It means that reconstruct our own life for children. However, they explain that the parents can decide it, because so after children follow the religion, so they will certainly sacrifice. But they just focus on the children who follow the religion, and they completely forget the children who won't be follow that religion. And also, as I said, as long as we are living, we can change the situation. We have the possibility. However, we think that no, it's very significant. So on this point, the significance is that we can spell than opposition in point of the significance of possibility. Also, they never explain that in that situation why parents can choose such a severe decision that related to the children's whole life forever. So there's no explanation. So why we cannot understand this point. So that what they say is very vague. And also second point is that so they mainly talking about how important religion is. Yes, it's very important. That's why we should choose on our own. Such kind of very important life matter should be chosen by children themselves, because the children's life is not the parents' one. We have their own life, their own time. So we have to protect their children's future choice, not only life. So following that reason, we are